What's up, dudes, and welcome back. This is Project 253. If you're just following us now, we do muscle cars and JDM stuff. Today we're digging deeper into the RX7. You guys seen a few problems we got going on. You saw that last week. We test fitted the back bumper. I got a new stock one because the aftermarket one, the body kit one that I had, was completely destroyed and messed up. So there it is, fits, sort of. Got some work to do to it, but I want to address the braking system right now because the back brakes on this thing have been disabled from the foot pedal because it's got a hydro brake in it. And well, I'm gonna put it back on the street, so I got to get rid of that. If I go somewhere and I park it, I want to be able to have a proper parking brake that works. And of course, you want all your brakes to work on the car if you're going to be driving it on the street. To get these brakes working, I've just got to undo the fitting that's on there, which goes into the e-brake, and put this back in. So it should be as simple as just bolting and unbolting some stuff. Let's find out what size this is. Now this one's got some fluid in it, so it's going to leak a bit. This doesn't leak on the phone. Should be okay. Should probably be wearing gloves for this, but whatever. Come on. Okay, I've got to put something down for that and stop. Alright, so that's done. Made a mess, but messes happen always. Now to get access to getting this off, okay, I've got to try to pull out the center console, give me a bit of room to work. Should just oh yeah, nice and easy. Back here. This piece back here. Okay, my cable's right here, stock cable's there still. I just gotta get access to these screws. Unfortunately, I don't have the stock handbrake here at the moment, but at least I can get everything out and get it ready to go. I can still bleed the brakes and have the back brakes working. I'm just gonna need somebody to help me out because it's a little tough to do on your own, and I don't have a vacuum bleeder. I think I used to, but no idea where it went. Okay, so that's been freed. Everything looks good in the back. I can pull the lines straight out, so I'll do that now. Just gotta crawl underneath first and send the line through. Now I'll start yanking it through. Okay, the whole assembly, one shot. The line, the hydro brake, everything. So this little piece of equipment I will keep for the El Camino, baby. Morning, dudes. It's the next day. Woo, early morning. We just ran out. Let's go do some shopping. You know what I mean? But this for some of that for the bumper. Alright, so I got a bunch of other stuff, but that was kind of a fail. I mean, brake cleaner, paint. I didn't really film nothing of it, but people walking by looking at me weird because I'm filming. I don't give a shit. Got some stuff I needed. Didn't have everything I needed, really. Tried to get a light bolt like this one. Not so much luck. Try to do something with this, see if the other one works out. But yeah, that was kind of a fail. So I guess we're just gonna head back and see what we can do with the car. See. I don't know. And we're home. So let's enjoy the fruits of our purchasing. I hate shopping. All right, so real quick, got some brake cleaner because we're working with the brakes, and I got some stuff I'll show you in a second. We gotta clean off, test. Got some black paint for back bumper. Instead of wrapping it, I'm just gonna spray with this. It should be easier, quicker. Black, I don't think I'll have to do much of a primer coat or anything like that. We'll just hope that it doesn't chip off, right? Because I didn't have Jessie to help me last night doing the bleeding of the brakes because she got home late because she works really hard and she's very tired at night when she got home. So I didn't want to bother with that. So to do the brakes alone, I came up with something. I wanted to buy one of those pumps that you can bleed the brakes by yourself. They didn't have that in stock, so I got some of this hose here and this. Now this is supposed to be for mixing 2-stroke oil and stuff, but it's a cool little syringe, should fit on the hose. I'll hook that up to the brake thingy, the bleeder, and try to pull the fluid through, see what happens with that. And it's kind of cool because I can just throw this back into the reservoir as well. Kind of win twice. So we'll try that. Got some brake fluid just in case. Some .3. I'm pretty sure that there's .3 still in there, but gonna go on the track. You want to up that a little bit. We'll get to that one day. Got a charger for the phone because that's what I record with. And then finally, got some hopefully some good diff oil for the FD because I'm pretty sure that diff is empty right now. So let's play around with this stuff and see what we can get done. Okay, so I have a little tiny issue right here. Well, maybe I'll zoom into that a bit better. But basically, when I put the hydro brake, I eliminated the rear brake line, which comes out here. This is the box for the ABS. This was the bolt that's in it. Now it's in a plastic bag because I don't want to get brake fluid anywhere. But anyways, it's filled up with solder because I needed to block this off so that it wouldn't throw brake fluid out the back every time I got on the pedals. So this is a little dirty. This is not the original bolt that's in there. It's a little bit longer. I had to put 2 crush washers so that it wouldn't bottom out, and I hope that it's going to be okay, and we're going to find out. So right now there's a little brake fluid on there because I recently took out the bolt. I just want to spray it down with this brake cleaner, and then that way we can tell if it's leaking again after. So first I'm going to refill the reservoir for the brakes. Now in this car, the brake reservoir and the clutch are on the same one, so I got to keep that nice and full so that we don't lose any clutch, we don't lose any more brakes and whatnot. Use up these old bottles that I have first before I start digging into the new stuff. So next up, I'm gonna take a little bit of this hose that I bought, take a small piece off of here, stay that long, cut it with some busted ass pliers. It probably won't work right. No. Tin snips, let's try tin snips. Tin snips will cut anything. We're gonna crack the brake bleeder a little bit. Attach this bit of hose. Pump the brakes bit. Tighten this back up. Now we will repeat the process on the other side. Don't see any air pockets. So we'll tighten that back up. Feels solid. Might have solved our problem. Close the hose off. Let her drain. We'll just put it like that for now. Keep it balanced. Then on the caliper, we got those little rubber covers for the bleeder. Pop those back on both sides. I think we're good. So the pedal feels good. Everything's back to where it was. Still looks hideous, but that's part of this project, right? Gotta make the RX7 great again. Now, I sprayed this because it leaked a bit. It looks like it's leaking again. Tiny little bit. I'm not sure here. Right there. A little bit of brake cleaner. A little bit of air. Oh. Just make it nice and clean. So I'll give the brake a few more pumps and we'll see what happens. Look at that. Running all down the side. Well, I guess we're gonna have to replace that bolt and the crush washers, but at least I kind of have brakes to move it around for now. Moving on, now that the brakes are sort of kind of there, I can move the car around safely. I wouldn't suggest driving it down the road like that because case of emergency, if you really gotta stomp on it, who knows. I got some diff oil and all that other stuff, but I have to go get a lot of parts for this, the handbrake and the lights and all this other stuff. I gotta go pick that up really soon, actually. So for now, I'm gonna start prepping the back bumper because it's hideous. It's ugly red. I got some black spray paint, so I'm just gonna pull it off of here. I'm gonna prep it, kinda, sorta. I'm not really gonna be too picky about this because it's kind of like a $40 scrapper bumper. I'm gonna spray it down with some black spray paint. Hopefully it does the trick. We'll prep that, and while it's drying, I can go and do some other stuff, so bear with me here. Check the cabinet of airbrush stuff. Find some sandpaper, maybe clean that up just a tad. 1,000, that's not quite right. 40, I don't think so. What do we got here? Wet paper, wet paper. Oh, I should have bought sandpaper today. 1,500, nope. What's this stuff? 2,000, are you crazy? All right, well, I'm out of luck for sandpaper. Dang, cool. Recycle, reuse, whatever. Now the idea here, I'm not going to sand it down to make it perfect. I'm just sanding it down so that the paint will stick to it. Then we'll do some light coats. And like you're always supposed to do, light coat to start, second light coat, and third one you can lay it on a bit thicker, and we'll try to make it like all blend. We're just gonna go with it. It's gonna take a little bit of work, a little bit of time, but I want the paint to be drying while I'm out doing other stuff. So we're just gonna get at it. That's where we're at now, boys. I gotta let this thing dry. Hopefully it turns out like a pretty glossy finish. It's just some cheap paint from Canadian Tire, but if you really look at this car, the paint's not so good on this thing either. So I just want it to kind of match so it doesn't look ridiculous. If it's driving out on the street, the less reason you have to get pulled over, the better, right? You know what I'm talking about? Especially driving cars like this. Let's not get into that. But anyway, that's gonna be it for today. I gotta run, get some parts and stuff like that, all the things that I've been missing to finish off this stuff we gotta do on here. We got tail lights, we got some marker lights for that bumper. I'm gonna make a list and go through it all and figure out exactly what I need. So until the next video, boys, we'll see you then, and thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button and the bell thing so you can follow along. Got a lot of work to do on this before we jump back into that, so bear with me, boys. Thanks for watching so much. Peace out.